Mandarino doesn't duck anybody. They have enough experience. They've played enough good people that they belong here as well. And I think, fasten your seatbelts. We're in for one whale of a ride.
They shared the title with Brother Rice in the Chicago Catholic League South, and what a first year for Mike Mandarino. He had coached at St. Martin de Forest, took him downstate in '94 in Class A, had to move on. They had a problem. They closed the doors of that school. He needed a place to go, so he moves down the road to Leo, and he's picked up right where he left off.
And in fact, over at St. Martin de Forest, you mentioned he did a heck of a job there. He was the head coach for Jared G now, as he goes by, who's a great player with the University of Illinois Flying Illini.
Leo 25-6, U-High 25-7. Both teams will take it up into the area of the 60s, normal averaging 64 points a game. Leo 65, and both play tremendous defense. And this should be an interesting matchup, especially inside tonight with Seth Hubbard at 6'7", 210 in the junior, and Andre Brown 6'9", 220, and just a sophomore. And being just a sophomore, you wonder how much growth there still is in this young man.
This is a kid that a lot of people have told me back in Chicago, they won't be surprised if he gets up in that 6'11", 7-foot range. And he has the ability, because of his athleticism, to step out, knock down some jump shots from 15 feet and in, put the ball on the deck a little bit. He's a very solid young player. And by young player, I mean he's got a lot of development still to go.
He has led this team in scoring for 7 consecutive games. And in fact, in his last 3 has gone 23, 24, and 21. So he has turned it up a notch. Let's check in now with our public address announcer and check with our non-starters and then the starters for tonight's game. Here's Paul Herzog.
A 6'4" senior, Chris Lawrence. A 6-foot senior, Terrence West. A 6'7" senior, Draper Hugan. A 6'5" senior, Carl Thomas. A 6'1" senior, Clifton Flowers. And a 6'5" senior, Levon Woods. Now for normal U-High Pioneers. 5'8" senior, Brian Flynn. A 5'9" junior, Paul Drynan. A 5'11" junior, Dan Swardlick. A 6'2" senior, Andy Hinthorn. A 6'2" senior, Lance McMillan. A 6'3" junior, Luke Harding. A 6'4" junior, Joel Serby. A 6'4" senior, Jason Holm. A 6'4" senior, David Arnold. And a 6'5" senior, Brian Williams. And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's quarterfinal game. The 6'4" senior forward for Chicago Leo, number 24, J.R. Jackson. And forward for normal U-High is 6'7" senior, number 35, Brandon Gertz. The other Lions forward, 6'6" senior, number 40, Jamar Tompkins. The other forward for the Pioneers, a 6'7" junior, number 55, Seth Hubbard. At center for Chicago Leo, the 6'9" sophomore, number 44, Andre Brown. At center for normal U-High, a 6'3" senior, 31, Neil Burskins. At a guard for the Lions, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Mike Myers. At a guard for the Pioneers, a 5'10" junior, 23, Ricky Hildreth. The other Leo guard is 6-foot senior, number 34, David Thomas. The other guard for normal U-High is 6'2" freshman, number 25, Dan Hubbard. The assistant coaches for Chicago Leo, William Hawkins, Bob Shablowski, and Patrick Flanagan. Head coach in his first season.
We are about set for basketball. There's Mike Mandarino. What a first year at Chicago Leo. And his opposition tonight, Cal Hubbard. Tremendous 9 years as head coach at UI. 214 and 62. In 21 years, he has won a combined 359 games in his coaching career. That's a lot of basketball. Let's take a look at our officials. Andrews, Gardner, and Schnicker. Did a better job than my modern language diction professor. I mean, they're going to take back my diploma at Butler.
The way they played today in the tournament.
Easy now. I don't want to make you pull out your brackets. Fourth game of the night. First three have been tremendous. U-High in the white jerseys, trimmed in the green and gold. Leo in the black jerseys, trimmed in the orange.
Tell you what, I heard the Leo kids coming out of their locker room. They were about ready to tear the building down. They are so excited. I love to see the enthusiasm on both sides. They love it.
And we are underway. First possession to the Lions. This is David Thomas. He moved to the point guard position Tuesday night because of injuries in their backcourt and did a heck of a job. 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And we'll see how he can do tonight running the show. Look inside, Brown pops into the lane and a trap.
Now let's watch how they attack what U-High is trying to do defensively, because obviously Andre Brown's going to be the focal point of what they want to do on the low block. U-High knows that. Let's see if they move the ball side to side and they don't become too predictable.
It will be interesting, the feeling out process we saw earlier today. Teams take a little while to get their feet under them, to get used to the depth perception. The crowd, the nerves, and U-High is on the board first.
Real nice cut. Real nice cut by Burskins.
And another turnover by Leo. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Here's Hubbard, one of the 2 sons of the coach. Inside, spinning is Dirks, in contact, and that looks like Brown will pick up his first. Got the big man off his feet.
Well, as you look at him right there, he's 6'9", just a sophomore, and you can tell he's very thin. He's worked in a little bit in the weights because he's got some shoulders there. It's just going to take time for a kid like that to fill out.
Free throw up by Dirks, missing. Shoots 75% of the season. This team on the year shooting 73%. Tries to salvage the second and cannot do it. U-High's lead remains 2-zip. Here's Thomas. Little pitch and catch with Jamar Tompkins. Here's the big man, turning, squaring up nicely, but misses. And boarded by Neil Burskins.
Well, they did a nice job, though, to get the ball into the low block. Now let's see what U-High does offensively. I think they want to attack the basket. They want to control tempo so they don't have to get into a pressing type situation later in the ball.
Seth Hubbard put it up, couldn't get the bounce. Leo the other way, trying to get on the board at the 6:25 mark. This is Mike Myers. Around the perimeter for a 3. It is up, and it is good. That's David Thomas.
See, that 3 came within the flow of the offense. Let's look inside, let's swing it from side to side, and then take the 3. Real nice job running their offense.
Leo, after failing in a couple of early possessions, gets a 3 to take the lead at 3-2. And knocked out of bounds, and Leo gets it back. Going the other way.
Talking with some of the U-High coaches as we watch the end of the Spring Valley Hall top of this game. He said the keys, how we shoot, how we rebound, and most importantly, how we handle their pressure.
Jackson dumps. Here's Brown. Square shoots. Left it short. The air ball. Follow no good. J.R. Jackson dumps back down low. There's Jamar Tompkins for the bucket. Tompkins has come up big in their last couple of games. Averages just 5 points per game, but his last 2 he's been outstanding.
Real good interior passing. That's something that Mike Mandarino coaches. He teaches it, and a real good job to dump inside, look for the easy deuce.
U-High trailing by 1 early. We're at 3-2. 5:30 left in the first, and another U-High turnover.
You know, know, something that you talk about guys emerging for Leo. As Andre Brown becomes more and more involved in the offense, that's going to get other guys open, because to handle a guy that big inside, you're going to double and triple, and that means other people will be open for shot opportunities.
And a traveler. That's Mike Myers. Didn't like the call. Gives up the basketball. Receives pressure.
Leo with their full court pressure. They will trap out of the pressure as well. Here it comes.
See how Burskins handles. Passes over the top, finds help. Left wing to Hubbard. Top of the circle. The entry pass and a quick double team, and trouble passing out of it, but they recover. Back inside. Nice dish. Up and in.
Nice interior passing. Set Hubbard with the dish. He probably had a shot opportunity himself.
Ricky Hildreth with the bucket, and now he may get another. To the hole, scooping, no! Had a chance, couldn't convert. And Leo back the other way with a 1-point lead. Inside, and that's Brown. He's going to be a load to handle.
Boy, what a nice catch.
Man, oh man. Leo up by 3.
What a great catch.
And just a sophomore. Keep that in mind. Timeout on the floor.
Here's the interior passing of Leo. Here's the entry. Comes inside. And there's nice catch, nice score. Cal Hubbard just turned to his guys. He said, do you want to play ball or not? Let's pick up our intensity. 7-4 Leo over Normal U High early.
Back live from Carver Arena, and back to Eric Collins.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lance. Well, just to show you how quickly some of these young guys can improve, last year, during the last basketball season, Andre Brown was playing on the freshman team at Brother Rice and not even playing. He was the 7th man on that team, and now he's the big gun on a state quarterfinalist team. Back to you guys.
He has come a long way. Being just a sophomore, he's going to go a lot further down the road.
You know, I was asking one of their coaches, I said, tell me about this kid. He said, you know how many guys are big and they play just because they're the tallest guy in school, everyone makes them play? He said, this guy plays because he loves the game of basketball. When you're big and you love it and you're willing to work hard, you got a bright future.
Neil Burskins turns it over. Shuffle the feet inside, and a turnover to Leo. They lead by 3. We hit the 4-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Brown looks for position down low. A little push and shove. Shot up. He fight for position and got it. Rebound strong. Knocked loose, though. He took it to the floor, and U-High comes away with it. They'll take a 20. Covered by Brandon Dirks.
Well, this is a heck of a rebound. Dirks can get this. There's your rebound. Now watch this. Thank you very much. I'll take the steal and give me a quick 20.
Lesson learned. When you're 6'9", you take the ball down there. Suddenly, Ricky Hildreth at 5'10" is your size and can strip the ball away.
Right, very good point. You never bring the ball down in the painted area.
Cal Hubbard has talked it over with his team, and they will inbounds, facing pressure once again from Leo. Here's Hubbard. Quick trap, and he throws over the top of it to Hildreth. Puts on the brakes, and the dump. And over the back goes J.R. Jackson fighting for position.
Leo looks a little bit confused what they want to do defensively right now. Didn't look like they matched up well inside there, and that created a foul situation.
U-High inbounds left to the hoop, and firing and missing is Dirks. With the putback, no again, and boarded by Brown. Look for an outlet. There was nobody there, but they come up with it somehow. A little confusion. No turnover, though. Knocked loose. Burskins got a hand on it.
It's like everybody's kind of waiting to get something going here.
Terrence West was the starting point guard for this Leo Lions team. Hurt his knee last week. That's why we're seeing more of Mike Myers tonight, along with David Thomas, who's running the controls out top. Brown flashes through the lane, can't get it to him. Back around the perimeter. Go under 3 minutes. And a turnover. Hildreth got his hands all over the place. Early in the first, scooping and score.
Nice take, finish at the basket in a transition transition situation. But go back to the other end. Leo's doing a poor job executing, just not getting anything going offensively. Everyone's standing around waiting for the big guy to get open and call for the ball.
Three in the air is no good, but the hook kick is finished by Andre Brown. I think that is the dictionary definition of cleaning up.
That's what we call a flush.
Wow. 9-6, the lead 3 for Leo. Uhai tries to answer, and Dirks who cannot. Leo on the break. Uhai does a nice job of getting back, scooping, and missing is Thomas, but he draws the contact. He forced the action. Uhai did a real nice job of getting back and evening up the numbers, but it did not stop David Thomas.
Well, the tempo's starting to go Leo's way. And it starts with cleaning up, as you like to call it, Lance, on the offensive glass. Nice job by Andre Brown to get inside position. The shot's missed, and he says, this baby's mine. Wow.
So Leo at the line in David Thomas. He shoots 65%. As a team, they shoot 67%.
Leo, a very famous high school back in the Chicago area. A lot of notable corporate leaders have attended that school. They've also had a very storied basketball tradition. Andy McKenna, who's a civic leader, businessman in the Chicago area, very involved with the Tribune Company and the Chicago Cubs. He's a Leo graduate.
Thomas missed them both. We stay 9-6. Looking for help down low, and it's up and in. And Uhai within one. 1:48 left to the first. You see the clock. Leo tries to answer. The miss by Myers. He follows his miss and gets it back. Here's Eldred Lewis, who's checked into the game, number 12, 5'8" junior. Thomas crashed in, and we'll check in with Eric Collins.
Hey guys, if you've noticed it, both Seth Hubbard and Dan Hubbard are both wearing white wristbands on their arms. They have a little E on there, the letter E. It's for Eric Hubbard, who's the nephew of the coach Cal Hubbard, the brother of Seth Hubbard. He passed away in 1992. He would have been a senior playing on this year's team if he had progressed in his basketball sense, and they're dedicating this playoff tournament to him. So that's what the white wristbands are for. Thank you guys.
This is Andy Hinthorn, who rolls off the pick. Baseline. Hildreth misses. Been very active here in the first quarter off the bench. Or in a starting role, rather.
Well, you can tell, I mean, the way David Thomas is pushing the tempo of the game, Mike Mandarino really wants this thing to get into a 94-foot ball game.
Jumper up by Woods, and he drops it home. That's his first bucket off the bench.
LaVon Woods, and they list him at 6'5", 265. I think 265 is being kind.
What, he said he passed that a little while ago?
He's a biscuit shy of a bigger number.
He is their leading scorer off the bench at nearly 6 points a game. Uhai leads 10-9, trying to add 2, and is Hubbard. Shot. Nice body English down low.
Cal Hubbard turns to the official and goes, you mean to tell me he didn't get fouled?
Leo with the lead, 11-10.
They'll be content to take the last shot of the quarter. I would not be shocked to see a screen and a lob for Andre Brown.
From the corner, missing the mark, and that will do it for 1. 1 quarter in the books from Carver Arena in tonight's 4th and final quarterfinal game. Leo 11, Uhai 10. We're back with the second quarter after this. Back at Carver Arena, they're having some fun. Boy, I've been impressed all day today, looking at the students with the makeup and the balloons and the T-shirts and the painted faces and the hats,
the sideburns.
They've got it all.
But I think that's what, when you go to school, it's so much fun to be part of a school where there's tradition or there's pride instead of being in an apathetic situation. And that's what March Madness is all about, and the pack the place that the IHSA does such a good job with at cultivating school spirit.
We are underway in the second. Here's Andy Hinthorn, and he travels. turnover to begin the second.
Well, I'll tell you what, the more I watch Cal Hubbard, the more impressed I am by this guy as a coach. His player felt he had been bumped to cause the travel, turned to the official, he said, just shut your mouth and play. I'll deal with the officials. That's the way you're supposed to coach the game.
Lions play pitch and catch around the perimeter, almost stolen. David Arnold got a hand on it. He's checked into the game to begin the quarter. Baseline, nice look inside. They can't convert. Boarded by U-High. Joel Serby in the game. He boarded it. He's their second leading rebounder. He comes off the bench. Penetration, a kick out right side jumper up by Serby, no. Controlled by Hildreth. He's been all over the place. Spinning, squaring, and missing is Jason Hall.
Well, I'll tell you, Levon Woods is just a house in there. He's big, strong, physical, knows how to use his big body.
Entry pass too long, and it's a turnover. Hildreth the other way. U-High trying to go on top. Puts on the brakes baseline and kicks it out. Leo with a nice job getting back. Cal Hubbard's team very patient offensively.
They want to control tempo.
The guy who will stress patience on offense and good defense. Foul on U-High down low.
I think it's got to be Hall.
He's a 6'4", 215-pound senior. Chipping in almost 4 points a night off the bench.
A different look here. The 1-2-2 press out of normal U-High.
Watch down, Leo breaks it down.
Missed an opportunity to low block. They had Levon Woods, who rotated down to the low post. They missed him. They came out of the corner too quick. Got away from what they were running.
Thomas stops and pops. Cannot connect. On the floor. And a whistle, and that looks like Woods. Big guy rolled over. Rolled over on Joel Serby.
Good look at Mike Mandarino. Took St. Martin de Porres downstate in 1993.
Took him to the Sweet 16 3 years in a row in the 90s. U-High inbounds, right of the basket. Seth Hubbard. And Dan Hubbard will try to break pressure. He does so. Seth almost steps on midcourt line. Jumper from the corner, no. Look at Mike Myers sky and pull it down.
Boy, went up top and got that one. Nice rebound.
He's just 5'11", couldn't tell it there. Leo with a 1-point lead.
Watch the screen of Levon Woods. He keeps trying to screen out top, get somebody a shot. He is just a hoss in there.
Batted and controlled by U-High.
Doesn't look, Lance, like Leo's got any purpose to what they're trying to do offensively. They're just moving the ball to move it. Nobody's doing anything.
Jumper from the corner, good. That's Andy Hinthorn.
Nice job by normal U-High. They don't take bad shots. They don't take quick shots. It's a good quick shot, and that was a good clean look.
Leo down by 1 with the ball. Keep in mind, Andre Brown not in at the moment, and that may be part of the reason they look a little confused at the big guy.
Junior got a clean look and buried it.
14-12. Leo up by 2. 3 in the air, and that's Hinthorn.
Boy, Andy Hinthorn, a senior, 6'2". Again, a quick shot. Leo's going to take a timeout. You don't normally see Cal Hubbard's guys shoot the ball quick, but when they get an open look and they've got a rebounder in position, they have the green light.
We are going back and forth in this one. 4:19 left in the first half. U-High leads Leo 15-14. We're back at this.
15-14, U-High leads Leo. Andy Hinthorn, the 6'2" senior. Here's the deuce he knocks down on the break. and then he gets a clean look for a three, and he says, you know what? I got a weak side rebounder in there. I'll take it. Don't worry about the rebound. Touches nothing but the bottom of the net.
There he is. Leo 2 of 5. During the season, Leo hits 31%, U-High 36%. And Leo down by 1 goes back to work. They have been devastating in the postseason. They won in the Lansing Regional over Lansing Luther East 96-21. Here's the big guy stopping and popping too hard, but the putback up and in.
Nice job on the offensive glass. Jamar Tompkins, a 6'6" senior. That's the thing, Leo can throw at you so many big bodies, Lance.
Here's Dan Hubbard the other way. His team now down 1 as we continue to seesaw back and forth. Erskines plays a little pitch and catch with Hubbard around the perimeter. They look down low. There it is. There's Serby, squares and misses. Boarded by Woods. Here comes Leo.
Good standing by Normal U-High.
Ooh, they had one and they passed too far ahead of Tompkins. U-High the other way. Hubbard, the 6'7" junior, out on the perimeter, looks for help from a guard and finds it. Now he wants it back, can't get it to him. Knock loose, stolen. Here comes Leo on the break. It's Thomas to the hole, and no good. Follow missed. Tompkins tried to get a hand on it, couldn't control it. It's U-High the other way. Trying to take the lead back. Squaring up, shooting and hitting is Erskines.
Good patience there by Normal U-High. You can tell that Leo's starting to get the tempo going again, but they aren't able to convert or they make a bad pass down the court. They want that up-tempo game.
3 in the air from the corner, missed, and U-High controls again. Tempo-wise, both these teams will score in the 60s, but we're behind that pace right now. Out top, Hubbard says, I like it, but he can't hit. Hubbard was open top of the circle, but couldn't convert. He'll try to play defense the other way, and he can't. Wow, Mike Myers.
Mike Myers hanging in the air. Came in on the 6'7", Seth Hubbard, and still found a way to get a soft shot up on the glass.
Look on, we hit the 2-minute mark. Nice entry pass, spinning, and crawling it around and out is Brandon Dirks. Got a nice entry pass, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Thomas the other way. High floater short. Contact down low, no call.
In their zest to get this into a running game, into an up-tempo, high-scoring, 80-point affair, Leo's taking some terrible looks at the basket.
Hubbard, right corner kick. That's Serby, and he hits.
Well, again, U-High with a quick shot by their standards, but a good shot. A 12-footer along the baseline as everything's packed inside.
Serby's a guy who's been hot. He had 20 in their last win in the Super Section. At one point in that game, he scored 12 consecutive points, averaging 8 per game. Here's Woods going toe-to-toe with Serby.
Nice entry pass to get the ball into Levon Woods. And he catches it around the basket. He's so big and physical that he has a very good chance of being able to convert something or draw a foul inside. Leo has to come down and say, you know what, if something's not there, we don't have to take a quick shot. There is no rule because we're a big running team that we have to take a quick shot. They've got to do a better job at executing offensively. Conversely, for U-High, when they get the ball down the floor, if they're going to keep getting clean looks like that, you bet they're going to take them because they're a very good shooting team.
Here's Woods firing and hitting. He's a 72% shooter. Ricky Hildreth has checked into the game for U-High.
He is a big, strong kid. You need calf there to get around him on the low block.
Second one, no good, but he controls the tip out. Top fires the rimming out. Crashes the board up. Oh, no. Follow good, and no. Wave it off. Did Jackson go over the back?
I think that's what the call's going to be.
Or they crashed the boards.
There's the shot by Levon from out top. There's the tip. There he goes again. Too hard.
U-High the other way. Pete Pressure fires from the corner. Hinthorn misses. There's Ricky Hildreth again to track it down. And a foul on Leo. It's J.R. Jackson for the reach-in.
Game's getting a little bit sloppy right now. Both teams still trying to find what rhythm they want to play at, what tempo they want this game at.
Less than a minute remaining here in the first half. Even at 19.
Beauty of a deep bench. You can still have Andre Brown on the bench and not have to worry about getting him in more foul trouble as he has 2 on it.
Here's Burskins inside to Hubbard, needs help, kicks it back to Burskins. Driving baseline, finger roll, no, loose on the floor and controlled by Myers for Leo. Myers takes a look, numbers against him, wisely pulls it up, waits for help when he has it. Leo will try to head to halftime with the lead if they convert, and a foul out top, Colin Day and Hubbard.
Just the 4th on normal U-High. Jason Halm coming back, as is Joel Searby for the Pioneers.
Leo inbound just short of midcourt. See what they can do with what could be the final possession of the first half.
Fifteen seconds.
This is David Thomas. Got Lewis with him. Down to 6.
Gotta make it to the basket.
Little shake. Pulls up. Lewis in the air. No good. Missing badly. And that will do it for one half of basketball. Halfway home in this final quarterfinal game of the night. Who will punch their ticket to tomorrow? Let's head courtside and Eric Collins.
Thanks a lot, Lance. Well, Coach, you're all scored up 19-19 at halftime, but are you a happy man right now?
No, we're doing a very poor job of attacking their zone. We got to move the ball much more quickly. We're too slow with the basketball, and we're giving them a chance to trap us. We're not doing a good job of that.
At least on a positive note, you played the majority of the first half without your big gun, Andre Brown. Does that make you
2 fouls, I didn't want a chance, so that is a positive.
Thanks. Good luck in the second half. That's Coach Mike Marino, the coach of head Leo, Mike Marino. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Eric. At halftime, even up, Leo 19, U-High 19. Let's take a look at the halftime activities and stats when we come back after this.
Shoot the ball.
Back live at Carver Arena, halftime of this quarterfinal game, the final quarterfinal game of the evening, and we are dead even. U-High 19, Leo 19. Let's check in once again with Eric Collins. Eric?
Thanks a lot, Lance. Well, we're here with Kurt Christensen. He's the athletic director for one of the teams playing here right now. Normal University High School. Kind of a unique thing about University High. A lot of the guys in the basketball team play other sports, and that's kind of common with all of your sports teams at U-High. You guys have a bunch of multi-sport athletes.
Yes, we do. School of 580 kids. We have 20 varsity sports, 3 levels on most, and 40 other activities. And so our kids need to be involved in a lot of activities if we're going to keep these activities going.
Now, I know back in the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s, that kind of stuff was just commonplace. Nowadays, you see kind of guys specializing in just playing basketball or girls just playing volleyball. But you guys really promote the guys and girls playing a lot of different sports.
Right. We'd like kids to do something. We don't care what it is, if it's a sport or an activity, but to be involved in different things that the school's going to offer. And since we do have a lot of them, our students, our staff, our parents, they want the kids to be involved. They know where they are all the time, and they're with someone from school, and that's why we're able to offer all these activities, and that's why we've been successful, not only in basketball, but in all the activities that we do at U-High.
Well, Kurt, I'm going to wish you good luck in your squad in the second half of today's game.
It's a great game, and hopefully we're winners at the end.
You got a shot.
Okay,
thanks. Kurt Christensen, the athletic director of Normal University High. Now let's go back to my good friend Lance McAllister. Lance.
Thank you very much, Eric. We're dead even. We'll come back and look at the numbers after this. Our score at halftime, Leo Lions 19, the U-High Pioneers 19. Welcome back live to Carver Arena. I'm Lance McAllister, alongside is David Kaplan. Dead even, and it's been a battle of two teams trying to find a flow to this game. We've gone back and forth kind of on a teeter-totter. And Dave, let's take a look at the first half highlights.
Well, there were some good ones. You had some kids really get out and do some things. Here's Jamar Tompkins inside off a nice pass for the Leo Lions. Andre Brown inside. Now watch this catch from a big guy. Nice soft hands. Bounce, go right back up. Didn't put it on the deck. Ricky Hildreth, a fast break coming up for Normal U-High. There's the steal. Now watch him turn it on into second gear. There he goes. Soft kiss for the land. And then Andre Brown says, I'd make the highlight reel big time with the flush, or the cleanup, as you like to call it, Lance. And then it's Seth Hubbard with a nice up and under move off the glass for the Pioneers. Eldred Lewis knocks down a tray for the Leo Lions from way downtown. Then Andy Hinthorn, who had a couple of baskets for that very spot. There's a triple for Normal U High, and Mike Myers will close out the highlights. Watch this move. Hang in the air, yes. Sweet move out of Mike Myers. That are your halftime highlights.
Stick around, back with more, including the numbers, which will show exactly why we are tied. Just about set for second half action, but first, Eric Collins has U High coach Cal Hubbard.
Thanks a lot, Lance. Well, Coach, you all knotted up 19-19, but were you happy with what happened in the first period?
Oh, no, not at all. I thought offensively we were standing around way too much. We didn't get very good ball movement. Our people weren't moving. We were standing. We just didn't play real well on the offensive end. Defensively, we caused them some problems, but we didn't do a good enough job on the boards.
Well, we wish you luck in the second half.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
Thanks, Coach. Let's go back to Lance and Dave.
All right, Eric. Ready to go in quarter number 3. David Kaplan, Andre Brown will begin the third quarter in action. Played just 8 minutes in the first half. Is that a tough decision or not for Michael Mandarino?
No, I think you play the guys that got you this far. If you start him on the bench, now in his mind he thinks, boy, he's terrified I'm going to pick up 3, and if I do, I'm coming out again, and he plays tentative. Just play your game, and if he gets in foul trouble, then you deal with it at that time.
From the corner, J.R. Jackson rings it up. And Leo jumps out in front to begin the third quarter, 22-19.
The important thing is not getting looks from 3. It's getting good looks from 3 within the flow of the offense. Let's see how both clubs do running their offense. You heard what Cal Hubbard said, and I totally agree. His club stood around much too much in the first half.
This is Ricky Hildreth. Very active in the first half. Gives it up to Dan Hubbard. Entry pass knocked loose. Michael Myers has it on the break. Knocked away by Hildreth, but recovered by Myers, who now slows it down. Almost an over and back violation by David Thomas. Myers thought about pulling the trigger from 3. Puts on the brakes and they'll look for a new entry.
Hey, what, I stick with this zone all night long. There's a nice entry pass in the layup for Andre Brown. But Normal U High has done a great job in this zone. Leo hasn't been able to figure out what they want to do. They need to run a baseline runner and get some movement into their offense and penetrate the gaps. They haven't done that.
Brandon Dirks gives it up, gets it back, knocked away, but last touch, they'll say, by Dirks, who's claiming it was knocked away by Leo, as is Cal Hubbard on the sidelines very vocally. And Cal Hubbard not at all happy. Well, one was missed there. Leo will try to make him pay for it, already up by 5. Jumper, no. Jackson off the mark.
Again, going back to trying to get the tempo going. Leo's not getting the looks that they want.
Here's Hubbard. 3 in the air. 3 good. Dan Hubbard. He's a 45% three-point shooter. Boy, that was easy.
Leo took off down the court. Nobody rotated back for the Pioneers, and that created a Katie bar the door situation for a layup.
Neil Burskins penetrates, puts it up and in.
Nice job. Duck up and under. Waited for the traffic to clear and got himself a good look.
Seth Hubbard got a hand on it to break it up, but also got body, and he'll pick up the foul.
Let's see how Leo attacks the zone now. They need to attack. The way you beat a zone is not by dribbling. It's by passing, taking the ball into a gap, and then kicking to an open shooter. Leo hasn't done that.
Michael Myers right of the hoop. Triggers the entry. Lob out top, almost stolen away. Here's Thomas for 3. No good. Follow, no. Tip. And controlled by U High. They trail by 2, but it's stolen away underneath. J.R. Jackson got his hand on it to pick the pocket. Myers gives it back to him. From the corner, it is in the air and no good. And here comes U High.
Cal Hubbard has to smile. That's exactly what he wants. Tough shots contested from beyond the arc.
Chance to tie with a bucket here. Dirks baseline. knocked away and contact. Jamar Tompkins will pick it up.
It looked like he might have had all ball, but also may have gotten him with some body. There's the spin, trying to turn the corner, and they probably got him with some body. Good call.
Puts Dirks at the line. Just under 11 points a game. 75% from the strike, but he misses the first here.
I think Normal U-High has gone 5 out of 7 years to the Elite Eight, and of this starting 5, they're starting 2 juniors and a freshman.
Wow.
They will be back.
Salvages the second. Quickly ahead goes Leo. Breaking pressure, pulling up, shooting, and hitting. That's J.R. Jackson. Leo goes back up by 3.
Amazing how much more successful you become when you're not shooting from 24 feet. Instead, you're shooting from 4 feet.
Inside, scooped by Dirks, no. Hit the court hard. And Leo the other way in a hurry. Stolen away. Pioneers the other way. Sliding to the hole and scooping is Neil Burskins.
When he got that thing up, I think he knew he couldn't charge, so he decided to take the contact. He may have even been fouled on that basket.
Leo misses, but follows with Jamar Tompkins.
We're getting the end-to-end action both clubs were looking for in half number 1.
We approach the 4-minute mark here in the third. Baseline jumper knocked down by Ricky Hildreth.
What a screen by Seth Hubbard.
Look at the behind-the-back scoop and score. J.R. Jackson put a star on that one.
We are getting action at both ends. Nice job by J.R. Jackson. The other end, Seth Hubbard set a great screen to create the scoring opportunity.
And that's Brandon Dirks. And the pace has picked up. 32-31, Leo by 1, and a turnover. Crowd's starting to get into it again. They dump down low. This is Hubbard. In traffic, the banker good.
And U-High leads, and here comes Leo on the back.
Look out! That's J.R. Jackson. Boy, he can glide to the hole.
Yep. Cal Hubbard's going to make a substitution. And he just said on his substitution, he turns to Andy Hinthorn, he says, "You're going in for one reason. You better cover getting back." Boy, nothing more frustrating than to run a good offensive set and see them score even easier than the other end.
U-High takes the lead. That's Neil Burskins.
And this is what you bought the ticket for. This is great end-to-end hoops.
J.R. Jackson is feeling it, but he'll pass up that shot and go down low. Instead, Mike Myers hits.
Bring up the 3, and Leo leads 37-35.
Pressure broken. This is Burskins. Looking for help. Finds it cross-court with a dangerous pass to Dan Hubbard. Hook free. Steele Thomas. Outlet J.R. Jackson. He's gliding. He's scooping. And he misses. But followed by Jamar Tompkins.
Calhoun's got to get a timeout. Got to. The tempo has completely gone Leo's way.
2:05 remaining in the third. Leo 39. U-High 35. Back with more after this.
It's Michael Johnson. It's fast, loud.
I'll be right back.
We talked about the pace being picked up. David Kaplan, let's take a look at Exhibit A after this nice screen.
Look at that screen by Seth Hubbard. Good, clean, hard screen. Wide open look by Ricky Hildreth. It buries the jumper. But boom, here comes Leo down the court on the ensuing inbounds pass. That's a microcosm of what we've seen in the last 3 minutes. And then watch this move. Look at that. Pretty move. Crash the offensive boards, and there's your stick back for the easy basket for Jamar Tompkins.
Look at the spark he has added in the third quarter.
J.R. Jackson, a 6'4", 185-pound senior.
averaging nearly 9 per game, has already topped that, obviously.
11 1/4 of action.
And we go under 2 minutes. U-High with the ball, down by 4. This is Burskins. Left side is Serby, who drops it home.
Another nice job off of penetration, kick to a shooter. He got a good look, no more than 12 feet.
The other way, 3 by Jackson short. Loose of the floor, controlled by U-High, stolen back by Jackson. That's some nice hustle. Threw probably a bad shot, but got back to defend it and stripped it. And courtside we go, Eric Collins.
Hey guys, real neat story. 2 years ago at Leo High School, the assistant varsity coach and the JV coach was none other than Donald Whiteside. Now, Donald Whiteside, if the name sounds familiar, he practiced real hard with those guys. About 2 years as the assistant coach, or for a year as the assistant coach. He played in a summer league game, got noticed by Isaiah Thomas, and played last year for the Toronto Raptors, and this year for a cup of coffee with the Atlanta Hawks. So a little brunch with greatness at the Leo High School gymnasium. Back to you guys.
Donald Whiteside was a tremendous guard at Northern Illinois for Jim Molinari on their NCAA team that won 27 ball game. Of course, Molinari now makes this building his home as the head coach of Bradley.
3-point lead for Leo. And U-High with the basketball following the free throws. Here's Hubbard to Hinthorne. Down low now the blocks. And back around the perimeter. Up and free. Serby. Hard off back to the iron. Woods snares it away. And will help up David Arnold.
I'll tell you what. Woods, now watch this. I mean, he is just huge. He gets his meat hooks on that thing. Sorry. And then he helps him up. Says to David Arnold, I'll be up, little guy.
It's my ball, and I'm not sharing it with anybody else. Now out of my way.
Look at the shoulders. His nickname is Buddha. Look at the shoulders on that young man. And he plays hard.
Leo by 3. Near the 1 minute mark here in the third. Thomas to Myers. Beyond 3. Little pitch and catch. Woods pops free at the free throw line. Can't get it to him. Instead, cross court into the corner. And a nice kick out. Passed up to 3.
I really like what Leo's doing here. Patience offensively until they get a decent shot.
And there it is. Wow, that was pretty.
That was it. The best offensive set they've had the entire night. Discipline, the ball went inside to the sophomore, and the presence of mind to kick to the weak side set the whole thing up.
Mike Myers gives them a 5-point lead, and almost a steal. Here's Hildreth. Baseline, jumper, good. That's Serby. Got a nice touch. 10 seconds. Lead is 3 for Leo, and a reach-in. David Arnold at midcourt. Stop the clock with 8.2.
He slams his hands to the floor in frustration, but he's working so hard out there, just trying to create something.
Jackson the inbounds. This is David Thomas. The clock ticks down to end 3. Woods gives it back to him, pulls the trigger, and misses. And that will do it for 3. 8 more minutes of basketball. Who punches their ticket to the next round? After 3, Leo 42, U-High 39. We're heading to the 4th. After this, on Fox Sports Chicago. Strap yourself in. Here we go. 8 more minutes of basketball and a 3-point lead for Leo. Look at the difference in shooting. Wow. And a whistle looks to be on Woods.
By the way, after the game tonight, if you look for some statistical information, you want to know how your favorite player or favorite team or alma mater did, just dial up on the internet, www.ihsa.org.
Look at the second chance points.
Leo's just been dominant in the offensive glass.
Can't convert this one, but having a third chance, that one misses. They worked the boards, couldn't get the payoff. Loose in transition. 5 bodies on the floor. 1st and 10.
Just short of the first down.
They'll bring out the chains.
Don't do a measurement.
If I need a yard, I think I'm giving it to Woods.
Yeah, absolutely. Refrigerator Perry in the backfield.
It'll be Leo ball left of the hoop. Dan Hubbard or Cal Hubbard still can't believe it. Here's Woods, 6'5", 265, and a senior. Nice skip pass through the lane. Myers can't connect. Skied for and boarded by U-High. David Arnold pulled it down. Hildreth runs the half court. Looking inside. Nothing doing. And around the stripe. Knock free will stay here.
Dangerous passing up around the top of the key, especially with as quick to the ball as Leo's guards are.
Seth Hubbard triggers. Now he gets it back. Loose. Woods says, I got it. Gives it up to David Thomas. Lead is 3. Leo looking for more. Andre Brown wants it down low. Trying to get it to the big man. Instead, David Thomas drives baseline, and he should have given it up.
You know, I think if he would take the ball along the baseline, kick it back out top, and then dive it into the post from a different angle, if Andre Brown gets a good seal, he's going to have an opportunity to rip the basket down because nobody is kind of pinching in on him. They're playing him very honestly on the post.
U-High tries to cut into a 3-point deficit. Hildreth, the entry. Hubbard, spin. Off glass and good.
Nice. Duck under move. I tell you what, Seth Hubbard may not jump the highest or run the fastest. He just knows how to play.
Leading rebounder and scorer on the team. The answer the other way. Brown, no, but he's hammered on the way.
Now, the way Andre Brown likes to play inside, he's very athletic, he's very aggressive. Now watch the entry pass come in. Rather than taking it all the way along the baseline to get it into him, they took it out a little bit more middle of the lane, extended, and got it inside. I'm saying take the ball almost to the top of the key and dive it inside. But whatever works, get the ball in the hands of your best player around the basket.
Andre Brown hits the first. Just a 53% shooter. She will need to work on as much as he's going to touch the basketball, but he hits both here. They'll take it. It's a 3-point game. And U-High stepped to the line. Dan Hubbard came down on the strike. 6:12 to go. Turnovers dead even. We're in the fourth. Crowd looking for something to get them excited. That one on the miss from out top by Thomas.
Nice rebound again by Seth Hubbard inside.
Hildreth picks up the pace, races U-High across the line. Little shake and bake dribble. Gives it up and gets it back. Hubbard out top for help. Thought about it.
Good battle between Hubbard and Andre Brown inside.
Dan Hubbard to Seth Hubbard. Fires and hits.
Well, that was sweet. He wanted the three the first time he had the ball at the perimeter. He didn't take it. I think he regretted it. He got the second opportunity and drilled it.
We are even at 44. Brown the other way, or rather, the big guy Woods the other way.
Levon Woods, 265 pounds, and he's got some range on the jumper.
Knocked away, contact, and a whistle away from the ball. Is that Andre Brown?
I believe it is. Well, I didn't see the foul on the weak side. There's Seth Hubbard. Says, you're not going to guard me out there, big fella? Make you pay for it.
Foul is on Brown. That's his third. U-High inbounds. Hubbard again.
Bring it up.
He's on fire.
Got another good look at the basket and nailed it.
U-High has the lead. Right wing three. Jackson, hard off iron on the floor. U-High has it, and their crowd has come to life. Hildreth cutting to the lane. Nice look to Serby. Misses, follows, and hits.
Good fundamental basketball. Mike Mandarino better get a timeout, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
Where was the body on Serby? He missed and went right to the glass with nobody putting a body on him. Let's take a look at it.
Nice entry pass on a good flash move to the middle of the lane. Misses the shot, but nobody checks off, and he gets a stick back.
4:39 remaining in this one. Don't go away. U-High 49, Leo 46.
Gordon is way behind. Stick a fork in Jeff. He's done. What is he thinking? Holy balloon!
That's gotta hurt.
What could possess a man to drive like that? Gotcha.
There you see the numbers. 4:39 remaining. Look at Seth Hubbard. That is right at his season average. Look at U-High from long range,
Making the most of their opportunities.
The lead is 3.
They stay in that zone attack again. It's just, I think, too passive a zone offense.
Thomas and Myers around the perimeter. Down low. Squaring and shooting is Brown, and contact puts him at the line. Boy, let's go to Eric Collins.
Hey guys, kind of a unique situation in the Leo huddle just a couple of moments ago. Demanding the ball was Andre Brown. He was basically screaming at everyone saying, I'm open, give me the ball, I want it right now, I think I can get it done. Kind of unique for a sophomore. Back to you guys.
That's a sophomore that knows how to play and plays against some of the best this state has to offer on a day-in, day-out basis. Some of the teams that are on Leo's schedule, they play largely a double-A schedule.
A guy that Mike Mandarino can ride for a couple of more years. Wow. Free throw, no good. They stay down by 3. We approach the 4-minute mark. Man, has this been a great day for basketball. Knocked away, out of bounds. Leo ball.
Well, U-High didn't go to press attack that they've been using so successfully. Cal Hubbard steps up and says, guys, don't leave. Go back to your regular spots. That's what created that turnover.
Here's Thomas. Myers takes a look, gives it back to him. Look down low. Try to get it to Brown. Can't. Baseline jumper, rattles in and out. Jackson misses. Rebound snatched away by Hubbard.
Well, Seth Hubbard's just doing a great job. He's scoring some points, and he's getting it done on the glass.
Thomas picks the pocket of Dan Hubbard, goes glass, and converts. U-High's lead is 1. Burskins finds help breaking the press. Dump baseline, jumper no. Burskins missed. Or rather, Serby missed, and the other way, in traffic, Brown gets run down.
Real nice job by Andre Brown on the rebound. He's going to learn, probably when they watch this videotape, to give the ball up and get it to a guard. Nice job picking Dan Hubbard's pocket.
Wow.
Real nice take to the basket. The whole thing set up by outstanding defense by David Thomas.
Andy Hinthorn checks in for U-High, replacing Neil Burskins. Brown looks for the tie. Can't find it. But loose, and who's got it? U-High has it. They want timeout. Do they get it? Yes. Andy Hinthorn, who just checked in, was on his toes and got the loose ball. Signal timeout. Telecast rights of this game have been granted to Fox Sports Chicago by the Illinois High School Association. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of the boys IHSA championships are not permitted without the expressed written consent of Fox Sports Chicago and the IHSA. I almost got through that. I saw you. I saw you.
Ready to jump you, you know.
3 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. I don't know if we could have ordered up a better day of basketball.
Every game has
Look
been
at this.
tremendous. And look at tomorrow. We'll be here to do the 11 a.m. semifinal number 1, and then Dave Ennett and Norm Van Leer bring you semifinal number 2. Lance and I'll have the consolation game, and then Dave Ennett and Norm Van Leer will crown the state champion.
Back to action. To the hole goes U-High. That's Andy Hinthorn who draws the contact, and he's going to the line. Boy, he's been active. They put him in at the last free throw, got the loose ball, called the timeout, and now he's going to the line on the other end.
There's the penetration to the basket. There's the foul.
He fires and finds nothing but net.
Now, not only have we had great hoops, we've had great crowds all day.
Yes, we have.
Building's been packed.
It's a moat. 3-point lead for U-High. Burskins checks in. Hinthorn, who was in for just a couple of seconds, got a loose ball and got 2 points and takes a seat. And here comes Leo. We go under 3 minutes. J.R. Jackson in the corner. Out top, Thomas. Looking inside. Andre Brown fights for position. Shot in the air. No good. There's Brown. He went up with Hubbard, and they get Hubbard. Or did they get Brown?
They get Brown.
They get Brown, and
I believe that's a good call.
And that would be 4.
I'll tell you what, they missed Brown inside, though. They had him on a high-low entry. If they'd have looked inside, took the jump shot instead, and I think he fouled out of frustration, pushed off trying to grab the offensive board.
Three-pointers even, but 10 more attempts by Leo. And Brown now with 4 fouls with 2:34 remaining. U-High with the lead. This is Ricky Hildreth. Down low, spinning, squaring, shooting and missing. That's Serby, and here comes Leo the other way.
Leo needs to attack the basket. They don't need to take as many three-point opportunities as they have. Look inside, get the ball to your Hoss.
There he is. The kick out, he was double teamed. Thought about the three, passed it up. Here's Jackson, and here's a 3. And we are even. Less than 2 minutes to go. Are you ready for this finish?
Buckle your seatbelts.
Hildreth with Hinthorn. Down low and from behind, Jamar Tompkins with the push.
I think the pace has quickened it all in this half. It was 19 all at the end of one half of play.
We mentioned earlier, both these teams score in the 60s on the season. Leo at 65, U-High at 64. And U-High to inbounds left to the hoop. 141. Hubbard to Hinthorn, stolen away. Mike Myers to the hole. Good, and count it, and a foul.
You're going to commit the foul on a breakaway layup. You better make sure they don't get the hoop. Instead, it becomes a ticky-tack and a three-point play opportunity.
Mighty big play. Take a look at it again.
There's your steal. That's off to the races. Here he goes. Barely any contact. Hildreth got in the air and said, I don't want to foul. And it was too late. He'd already made contact with the body.
Timeout. We will keep it here. 1:33 to go. And you'd better not go anywhere. A 2-point ball game. Leo in the Elite Eight for the first time, trying to move on.
They've also had some success in their past, though, when Jack Fitzgerald was the head coach. He did a wonderful job with this program. Chris Henderson, Randy Doss, 2 outstanding players he had on one of his teams. This club, or this school, has an excellent athletic tradition.
Michael Jordan and the Bulls are back in action on Monday night when they welcome rookie phenom Keith Van Horn and the New Jersey Nets to town. The action starts in the game room. That's at 7 o'clock, followed by tip-off at 7:30. It's Monday night on Fox Sports Chicago. Chet Kapik will be in the game room with you on Monday, along with Norm Van Leer. Nice to see Storm and Norman tonight.
Absolutely. Norm came over, stopped in. He and Dave Ennett stopped in when we were having dinner up in the hotel room watching some NCAA action, and then we stuck around and watched Dave and Norm do the third game of the day, won by Spring Valley Hall. Their fine player, Sean Jepson. And I got to tell you, I've seen a lot of players come and go over the years. Sean Jepson is one of the finer guards I've watched, and he's a better person than a basketball player. And that's saying something when you score 51 in the state championship game, which you did a year ago. He is a class kid. Whatever college coach gets him is getting a wonderful human being.
Norm had mentioned earlier himself that the young man had called Norm last year and said thanks for the kind words.
He is just a quality person and an excellent player, and I think college coaches would be out of their minds not to want him as part of their program.
Myers misses. It's a 2-point game. Here's Hildreth, and Myers will foul. He can't believe it. He's not buying it, but he's got it.
I thought it was a good call. Myers used his hands, and you cannot hold a guy out on the perimeter or try and direct him in a certain way.
Hildreth will shoot, where he converts 69% of the time.
Here's your game reset.
David Arnold checks in for U-High, 6'4" senior. And Hildreth with the 1-and-1. Will not get a second. Tip loose on the floor, run down. Who's got it? That was a nice play by Hildreth.
Well, I'll tell you what, J.R. Jackson could have picked the ball up, elected to let it roll out of bounds, and tremendous hustle by number 23, Ricky Hildreth, and he knocks the ball off J.R. Jackson to maintain possession.
A lot of guys would miss that free throw and get down and say, geez, I just missed a chance here, but he had the sense to hustle after it and get a possession.
As a coach, you say to your guys, you know what, you missed the free throw, you can't get that back. Don't cry over spilt milk, do something else positive, and that's what he just did.
Here's Dan Hubbard to Andy Hinthorn. Now the big guys hit a couple of threes in the fourth here. Seth Hubbard, spin, lead, shoot, wow! How do you stop that? He spun Andre Brown every which way but loose, and we are tied at the 1-minute mark.
Can't ask for anything better. We're back to 0 with now 55 seconds left.
J.R. Jackson lobs to David Thomas. A little pitch and catch out top. You see the clock in the corner.
Now, Mike Mandarino has both his 20s left.
Do you take one here?
Funny thing, Cal Hubbard just looked at the scoreboard, turned to his guys, and goes, that's right? The game is tied.
Scooping, no! The miss on the baseline. Jackson missed it. 19 seconds, they give U-High a chance. Here's Hubbard. And timeout.
12.8 seconds left, and U-High will get the opportunity to continue their season and end Leo's dream run.
If you're Mike Mandarino, would you have called a time at the other end here and kept possession?
Absolutely. I would have taken a 20 at the least and just settled my guys down, because we see how they like to play. It's up-tempo, it's push the ball up down the floor, get the quick look, try and take it in transition to the basket. They're not used to standing around and just playing pitch and catch. I would have settled them down. But Mike has been in this situation before, and he's had success doing it his way.
When you are tied and time is running out, you would think the worst you can do is go overtime, but they missed the shot, and now U-High draws up a play to win this ball game.
Well, you get a look at what Cal Hubbard wants to do there. The important thing, what he's talking about right here, is how he's going to get the ball inbounded. You're going right inside the huddle. He's going to stack his guys. The important thing is you get that ball inbounded. They still have a timeout left. He wants to make sure that his guys know if you can't get it inbounds, don't throw it away, because it's going to be a transition situation going the other way that could end our season. Make the right pass.
You know, I watched the movie Hoosiers the other day. That play kind of looked like the picket fence he was drawing up there. Don't get caught watching the paint dry.
Except he doesn't have Jimmy Chitwood out there.
12.8 remaining. Even at 53, Seth Hubbard will inbounds. This is Dan Hubbard. To Seth. Seth spins, backs his man into the lane. Knock loose, stolen. Outlet Thomas. Watch the clock, he puts it up. And no good, and we are going overtime. Wow.
High drama here at the Civic Center in Peoria. Now here's the sequence. There goes Seth Hubbard. He's had success with the up and under move. This time he gets his pocket picked. And there goes the shot. The clock runs out, and we go to an extra session.
Man, oh man, look at the presence of mind. He had to take a look. He says, I gotta pull the trigger now.
Lets it go and just misses.
We are headed to overtime. Put another 4 minutes on the clock. Leo and U-High with one more session to go. Are you ready for some overtime? The officials sure are. They looked at us and said, let's get this baby going.
Now here's what they're going to try and do off the tip, is tip it into the back court. They know they've got the advantage inside, and there you go. Straight in the back court.
First possession to Leo.
If you got that advantage, you utilize it.
Keep in mind, Andre Brown, 4 fouls. This is Mike Myers. Puts it on his hip and then on the floor and gives it up.
Boy, Andre Brown's got Seth Hubbard inside.
There it is. Knocked loose. He put it to the floor. Follow, no, and a whistle against U-High. Brown, or Woods, is going to the line.
They were a little bit late getting the ball inside. Andre Brown is there. Now that pass is late. Already there's 4 white shirts there. And the ball comes loose, and there's Levon Woods. Johnny on the spot. He'll go to the line. If they're a little bit quicker, Lance, and that pass came from up top, like I was telling you earlier in the second half, if they'll swing the ball back up top and then dive it inside, Andre Brown knows how to post up. He's got good soft hands. He can make the catch and then score.
Woods knocks them both down. Leo with the first lead in overtime. 55-53. And a turnover. Dirks was cutting one way. Hubbard was passing the other. And Leo tries to capitalize now. You are just tuning in. You have missed a heck of a basketball game, but I expect a heck of a finish from here on out. Mike Myers takes a look inside. He'll pull U-High out.
Here Cal Hubbard barking out instructions. He calls it his umbrella. They want to pressure the perimeter. They want to do a very good job at forcing Leo into a turnover and having trouble initiating their offense.
Penetrating inside, knocked loose, and a turnover.
No-brainer. Great job by Cal Hubbard to have his guys in that situation, because that's not something Leo likes to play away from the basket doing. They have problems getting into what they want to do offensively.
Here's Hildreth. U-High looks to tie. Hubbard pops out, wants the ball, fights against Brown for position, lob in, overthrew him, and picked off by J.R. Jackson.
Leo did a great job at trapping the post there. Good rotation.
We approach the 2-minute mark, a 2-point lead and possession for Leo. Driving on the fly, banker too hard, loose, who's got it? Put up by Brown, no, but controlled by Leo. They'll reset out top. Myers backs it out near midcourt.
Again, the defender is out on the perimeter, forcing him. Look how far out on the floor, Lance, they've got to start their offense. Normally you like to start your offense free throw line extended. Look how far out on the floor he is.
Brown is being fronted down low by Hubbard. This is Jackson who gives it up. Now Myers. Woods pops out. We approach the 1-minute mark. One bucket here in overtime. It belongs to Leo. J.R. Jackson. And Hildreth reaches in and commits the foul.
1 minute exactly left in the ball.
This will put Jackson at the line. He's a 69% shooter. Cal Hubbard wants a couple of substitutions, including Andy Hinthorn and Joel Serby. Burskins takes a seat, as does Brandon Dirks. There you see Myers tonight.
The only Chicago area team in the Class A Elite 8.
Jackson misses.
Leo carries the pride of the Windy City on their shoulders.
Looking for a three-point lead. It's firing, back to the iron, and dropping. 56-53. Here comes U-High. On the drive, knocked loose on the floor in the outlet. Watch out. Andre Brown lost the handle. Gets it back, steps in, and jams.
That's athleticism. That is a big-time play out of a sophomore yet. 6'9", and the presence of mind to pick it up and get the job done, and Andre Brown has just fouled out. Not smart.
He is done. Did he finish off U-High with this slam, though, to make it a 5-point lead?
Now here's the steal opportunity. He may have had all ball, but you don't put yourself in that situation when you're going to get the call. Here's the dunk. Look at this one. Wow. Get up, flush it.
No reason to gamble with a 5-point lead in 40 seconds when you're sitting on 4 fouls.
They need him in there as a shot blocker. They need his presence in there.
Winds up the night with 10, 6 below his average. And he now hopes his teammates can pick him up here and carry him the rest of the way.
Heads up, White.
Seth Hubbard will shoot free throws. There you see his dad, Cal. 76% shooter. Eyes and fires. Drops it through with nothing but net. Cuts it down to 4. Can make it a 1-possession game here. Brown can't bear to watch. Like to have his foul back. Hits them both. 58-55. Here we go. Woods needed help. He was in trouble, and he got it. 41.1 left on the clock. We are in overtime. We went to overtime at 53 apiece.
They've now changed it from a 20 to a full timeout. So that will leave Leo with 1 full and 2 20s, if my math is correct, and U-High with 1 full.
Final quarterfinal game of the night. We bring you 4 more tomorrow. The semis, the championship, and the consolation all coming your way tomorrow afternoon into the evening, actually starting in the morning at 11 o'clock.
I'll tell you, if you're in the area and you have a chance to come on over and see the March Madness experience, it's just a tremendous setup that they do here in Peoria. Tomorrow, semifinal 1 at 11 a.m., semifinal 2, 1 p.m., then the March Madness special, and then the consolation, which is the 3rd place game, and then we crown a new Class A champion. That'll be Dave Ennett, Norm Van Leer, bringing you the play-by-play call tomorrow night.
And then next weekend, we'll re-rack it and do it again.
For the AA.
Absolutely. Time to take a look at our Lincoln Mercury player of the game. It is this young man, J.R. Jackson. 6'4", 186, and a senior. Congratulations to him.
I thought he was the spark for that club.
Yes,
got
sir.
them focused and back on their game because they were struggling offensively for a long while.
3-point lead in the ball. Dan Hubbard will foul Mike Myers and stop the clock at 38.2.
Well, one of these are essential to make it a 2-possession game.
Hey, we need one stop. Hey, no foul. Buddha, stop.
Leo hits their free throws. They're going to walk away from here with victory. And up their record to 26-6. Myers looking for double digits. And looking for a 4-point lead for his ball club.
He's got it. I like this kid. I really think that he's a guy who's very underrated. He's quick. He knows how to play the game. He works hard at both ends. And he really relies on Coach Mandarino to relay what he wants done on the floor, and he tries to be that coach on the floor. Very good player.
Second one on the way. Got them both. 5-point ball game, 38.2. U-High's got to hustle. Dan Hubbard into the corner. 3 attempted and 3 blocked. That's our player of the game, J.R. Jackson, who wisely calls the timeout. He was teetering going out of bounds.
Now, see, that's the rule that I most despise in the game, is when you try to get a timeout because you can't stay in bounds. Now, here comes the block. Too quick a 3 with a lot of time left, and a 5-point game, you don't have to have a tray. I would rather see, if you can't stay in bounds, then either throw the ball back in or it's going to be a turnover. I don't like that you can get a timeout there.
I agree. I would not consider that establishing possession. If you're teetering, if you fall one way and you're out of bounds, you fall the other and you're in bounds, that is not establishment of possession.
Totally agree. And I talked with Joey Meyer the other day. He was on the NCAA Rules Committee, and he said that he was talking with the guys and said, we've got to make this change. It's an unfair rule where you can go jump into the stands, and before you come down, go, give me a timeout. And some of the other coaches said, yeah, let's just leave it like it is. So they've never made that change. I got to think in the next year or two, the committee will receive enough pressure that they will. NBA did away with it.
There's a happy Leo fan. Her ball club 30.5 seconds away from moving on. U-High fans hoping against hope right now. Trailing 60-55. Seth Hubbard has been the man from long distance. I would expect he would be the man here when they get the basketball back. But first things first, and possession to the Lions.
Smart move by U-High. They're not going to guard the inbound passer, but they're going to have an extra man to get on somebody.
And that's Hinthorn. Grabbed him from behind. David Thomas will take the long walk.
As you put it, Lance, if you make your free throws, you play tomorrow. If you don't make your free throws, you don't deserve to play tomorrow.
5-point lead. There you see the Leo bench. Feeling about as comfortable as you can get right now with a 5-point lead in 30 seconds. Would like this one to add to it, and they get it. 6-point lead.
This one's the big one because it makes it a 3-possession game.
No foul. Everybody's a rebounder.
Eyes fires and hits, and we've got a 6-point ball game. Clock rolls, U-High hustles. Scooping is Hinthorn. No. Like a 7-point game with the free throw. And the other way, this may do it. Woods misses. Serby, they gotta hurry. Hinthorn's gotta get it up. Somebody's gotta get it up. Scooping is Hubbard, no. Follow put up an end and a timeout. Serby got it to drop on the follow. Timeout, 6 seconds. They used way too much time in that sequence.
Well, 62-57. They probably needed to just pull up and try and take a jump shot. But nobody had a good handle on the ball. Finally, Seth Hubbard took it right to the glass and scored it. There have been stranger things happen in the game of basketball, but not many. A 5-point deficit with 6 seconds left.
Leo on the verge of moving their record to 26-6 and dropping U-High's mark and ending their season at 25-8.
Say, this has been a wonderfully and entertaining day of basketball.
Yes, it has.
4 great games.
U-High last year finished 3rd in the state. 95 won the championship. 93 lost in the quarters. 92 finished 2nd. Inbounds Myers. He gets clocked. And will try to shake it out as he limps the other way. He's got to shoot free throws. Look at Charlie Horse.
Boy, I can't tell. It looked like he might have hurt the knee. Can't tell what happened. Limps to the free throw line.
5'11" senior has had a heck of a basketball game.
Now you can see he's in pain. He goes right to the free throw line. Gutty, tough kid. It drills him.
That helps the pain. 63-57. Second one, also good. The lead is 7. Here's Hubbard. Basket good, but that will do it. Leo moves on, and U-High goes home. Final tonight. In our 4th quarterfinal game of the evening, Leo 64, U-High 59 in overtime.
Great game, well played at both ends. Leo at Spring Valley Hall tomorrow is going to be a war.
Wow. Here are the matchups tomorrow. We start bright and early at 11 o'clock. Very interesting day of basketball there.
Well, you look at Nauvoo Farmington, be an excellent matchup, and then you have the undefeated Spring Valley Hall Club against Chicago Leo.
Courtside to Eric Collins with the winning coach.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lance. Coach, do you look drained? Do you feel drained?
Absolutely, absolutely. But we survived, you know. That's the idea, is to survive. So we're coming back tomorrow, and we didn't play particularly well, but we did make some big plays down the stretch.
I think you may want to amend that. In the overtime period, you guys played particularly well, and particularly from the free throw line.
Yeah, we made some big free throws, and they just played at 1-2-2, and it's a tough zone to attack, and they surrounded Andre, and he was in foul trouble early, and you got to hit some jump shots to open it up, and we didn't do that. So that's a good team we beat. That's a good team, and we're coming back, so I can't be nothing but happy.
You slayed one dragon, now you got another one. You got undefeated Spring Valley Hall tomorrow. Are you familiar with them at all?
We've seen a little bit of them on tape, and then we saw them this evening, but we're not real familiar with them, so we'll have to go to work on them.
Well, Coach, enjoy this one. Have a good night's sleep. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. That's Coach Mike Benderino. Now let's go to Lance McAllister and David, the Professor Kaplan.
Thank you very much, Eric Collins. Good teams find ways to win, and good teams hit free throws. Leo, 9 of 10 in overtime from the stripe.
Right, you called it. You said you make your free throws, you will live to coach another day. And I heard Mike Mandarino say, we'll go to work on them tomorrow. Hey, when you're in the state tournament and now you got 2 more wins and you're a state champion, that's not work. In fact, all of us in this athletic industry, we don't work for a living. We're having a great time down here. He's going to have a lot of fun running the tape machine back, preparing for a Yeoman Challenge tomorrow at Spring Valley Hall.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our Pepsi play of the game. It is Andre Brown. Watch the loose ball.
And here
and the
comes
conversion.
The Lions in transition. Now watch this move out of a guy 6'9". Nice ball fake, take it up and rip down the rim.
So the 2 semifinal games are set for tomorrow. Fox Sports Chicago will have live coverage of the IHSA Boys Class A semifinals beginning at 11. There's the matchups for Eric Collins, David Kaplan, and the entire Trio Video crew. I'm Lance McAllister saying so long for now. Once again, the final, Leo advances 64-59. The following has been a presentation of Fox Sports Chicago and Intersports Television. Fox Sports News is coming up next. Have a great evening, everybody.
I was fortunate enough to win 2 back-to-back state championships.